right, welcome back to episode 3 of my single stack challenge. It's been a long time since turn 2, but really nothing very interesting has happened because all of the battles and stuff that I've done have been versus easy enough sites. Nothing truly scary in terms of battles, so it hasn't really been worth recording, but it's gotten long enough that I felt like I should give an update anyways. So we've got a lot to cover. I started here. I moved here. I saw that they had a huge garrison, which was crazy for such a nearby city of same race. And so I was like, okay, I can't defeat them, so I'm gonna pass on by. Came this way. Again, really nice stack of units. Was scared about having heavy losses, so I passed them by. And at this point, it was like, okay, I'm behind compared to the Heroes Only challenge, where any city I came across in the Heroes Only challenge last time, I was able to take, right, and put it under my control, start them working. So I already encountered 2 cities that I couldn't make do on, and so what I did is I said, okay, I'm going to shift my strategy, and I'm going to start vassaling independent cities. And so that became my strategy, which I don't have a lot of experience with. I've always been running pure evil with declaring war constantly strats and getting to pure evil really fast. But I didn't do that this time. Instead, I was sending folks along and trying to meet vassals. Now, because I'm limited to 6 military units, what I did is I started building builders pretty early on, and I had a bunch of builders explore the map and try and run into independence before getting taken out. So that's what happened. I've used builders a lot to do most of my side exploration and meet new places. And so I've started to vassalize them. I've never asked anybody to join my empire, but I'm vassalizing them just so I can have income, purely for that reason. Came this way. I took over and was able to raise a city. Was able to take this city as well. So this is my second and only other city under my control. And so starting to build up this infrastructure, thinking about potentially making it a place where I can build artifacts, since that would be really important in this game too. I was able to take this, which was nice. And I was able to take this in part because where was it? There was some, was it a temporary thing? There was something here where when you step onto it, it gave you strong will. And so having strong will made this much less scary to deal with. So we were able to take care of that. Yep. And I've been using my builders to try and think about where I can plant stuff like this. So this builder was out here, planted this because it's a nice cluster, upgraded the walls. I want to plant something here, city up here that I want to vassalize, but I'm trying to manage my money because there's a lot of people I'm trying to make peace with and then vassalize. So they came here. Sorry about that. I had to pause and do something. Having kids, you know. Okay, so they moved here. Okay. So there's 3 units there, 4, 5, and then 6. Just pick them up. Just pick them up and invested some points. So you can see champ 1, wait, champ 2. I like these guys have got the heal, dispel, and iron heart, and the inflict days. And these folks have got the strong will, like crippling wounds, etc. So they've been tanking well for me. This hero got a nice first strike polearm, war cry, a little bit of armor, some fire if I need it. Bunch of eggs, gonna have this on a ranged unit eventually, not him. The regeneration was nice when I needed it, because he would often take a bunch of hits, so I just kept it on him. This for the blight protection overwhelm when I need it occasionally. A few ranged options, and I always love the sun spear option. This to get over city walls. This to boost the morale a bit. Hated drain. +1 resistance Guardian Flame. Summon Siege Engine. He's level 13. Add a summon spear. This. Yep. Physical protection. Hero upgrade. Frost from him. So that's where we're at with that. Good health. Still trying to get the armor and resistance up. For my leader, let's look at spells. Slayer's Doubt is great. For certain high-powered units, you gotta slow down. Smite, occasionally Rot in case I approach undead or machines. Chant of Unlice with the Knight, pick up from a treasure site that I will maybe use if I have the opportunity. Mighty Meat could be good, haven't used it yet. Instant Wrath I love, and Divine Protection is useful in certain specific situations. I talked about Summon Siege Engine. I'll talk about spells on her when we get there. We're done talking. Bestow Ironheart, Touch of Faith, Convert Healing, Spare Ray, throw Ice Ball from an item, throw Chicken from an item, inflict Chilling even on the ranged because this weapon will extra damage and shock projectiles. Flying Mount for movability, Flame if I need flame protection, if I need blight protection. Healing Aura or Resistance Chaplain, Sacred Arms. Holy Champion's been useful. Divine Discards is essential to the strategy. Vow of Poverty, keep costs down, maximize that. Yep, that's what's up with that. So we're headed this way. This person appeared in the capital for hire and comes with invisibility inherently, which is kind of cool. And with this, I think I increased some hit points. Hopefully the lucky will come into pass. This ain't great, but I do love my sorcerers, so I was willing to invest in that. So boosted the health a little bit and took some levels, or took at least 1 or 2 levels of the casting point increase. So I don't have the healing ability, unfortunately, but I do love Spirit Protection, and all these are really useful, so that's good. And Starblaze will help me level her up pretty quick. She came to me with level 3 and points to spend, so I would spend them right away. My mana's looking pretty good right now, so I'm thinking about starting to get some paid absolutions going, because usually in these single stack or heroes only challenges, the mana is the thing that's tight, so I'm trying not to have too much spellage going. Managing stuff here, so trying to vassalize people. Tributes are great. I hope that happens a lot, so that I can keep things up. What else do we need to talk about? What have I researched so far? Summon cherubs for occasional scouting if I can afford the mana, which generally I've been relying instead on builders for that. This I might use to increase the happiness, but again, I don't want to waste mana on that. It's a little early. Battle spells we talked about already. Order of Healing appeared pretty early, so that my I had 2 priests originally. I'm down to 1 because again, with the single stack challenge, I limited myself to 6 heroes, or 6 units total, and so I had to get rid of my second priest because I wanted to pick up the sorcerer. I thought that would be overall a better trade-off, so that's why that happened. I was thinking about, I went into Martyr thinking that one of my 6 units would be a Martyr who I could get really high on HP and would be an amazing absorb pain for a unit, but I don't know. This is, the Martyr's only essential when I'm facing a lot of undead or machine stuff, because when I'm facing fleshy units or summoned units, the life drain mechanic and the tireless mechanic will work fine. put on a tanky hero like my Dreadnought, so the martyrs become less essential, because if the martyrs suck away the damage, then you're not, the life drain is not keeping things. Yep. So that's where we're at with that. Have not yet met the leaders, but we'll see. Probably happen soon. There's a quest here I intend to do, so I intend to flow this way. And then I'm debating about whether I want to go up here or do I want to go into the heart of things, and then do I feel strong enough to go? So I wanted to avoid heading into the AI territory until I got Justicars up, and Justicars is now up. But this hero is low level, and so, I'm still kind of thinking back and forth about it. But this has been a long episode, but I had a lot to catch up on. Hopefully it felt pretty efficient. Oh, yeah, let's see. Is there any interesting things to show? Is that interesting to show? Oh, this sort of thing is easy. Just having this spot is so convenient. So just spamming some magic fists, and then they're being silly with the movement makes it even easier. They do a lot of flanking damage, but at this point, so I was really pissed when I thought they would kill her, but it ended up working out fine. So that's what that was. Again, if you just want to see kind of where my heroes are at, these guys move faster because they're on the mount, so sometimes when I was confident, I would let them split off separately, so you can see how I handle this with summoning the machine. So many buffs. I mean, look at this. Hold on a second. So 15, 13. They didn't even move. Let me take out one of their guys. I was worried about the phase. So now I pony up. They love to attack the thing they can't attack back, which is fine for me. They destroy that, which is fine. I'm good at this point. Yeah. So that sort of stuff. Let's see if there's anything else that was interesting. Yeah. So see, this is when I still had 2 priests before I hired on the sorcerer. Don't think that's terribly interesting. Excuse me. Yeah. So I think that's all that was worth seeing. So again, we're headed this way, and I will see you in episode 4.